Good afternoon everyone. Myself Shivani Sawai. I am teaching a science subject from standard 7 to standard 10. So this is our very first class of science for standard 10. Now we will go to learn our very first chapter of science part 1, that is gravitation. The word gravitation, which we have seen previous standard, which is discovered by the Sir Isaac Newton. He is the person who gave us the principle or concept of the gravity on the earth. Now come to this diagram, figure 1.1, which show you the concept of gravity between the earth and the moon, as well as why an apple fall down vertical direction towards the center of the earth, and why do they not fly off in a horizontal direction. The answer is simple, is that because of the gravity on the earth. Later this we have to come to recall what are the effects of a force acting on an object. ये पिछले साल आपने पढ़ा है फोर्स, ये क्या होता है, फोर्स के क्या इफेक्ट्स होते हैं. इफ एनी ऑब्जेक्ट इज इन मोशन देन there is a force who is acting on an object to stop the object. Second one is, what types of forces are you familiar with? For example, attractive force, nuclear force or gravitational force, and so on. Who's between a nuclear force, who's between protons and neutrons. It is very strong forces. Next is, what do you know about the gravitational force? Yes, I hope now you understand which is called the gravitational force. Let's come to the next topic. Our next topic is force and motion. We have seen that a force is necessary to change the speed as well as the direction of motion of an object. किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट की स्पीड या डायरेक्शन चेंज करनी हो तो वहाँ फोर्स की जरूरत होती है. एज यू नो, टर्न द पेज. देयर इज इंट्रोडक्शन टू साइंटिस्ट सर आइजैक न्यूटन, which you all know about him. He was born in England and gave us the law of motion. Now we have to study about circular motion and centripetal force. We have seen the circular motion and centripetal force in previous standard. Now in physics, circular motion is a movement of an object along the circumference of a circle or rotation along a circular path, which will you easily understand by this diagram 1.2a. The best example of this that a stone which is tied to a rope and is being swung in a circle. Next, what do you mean by centripetal force? A force acts on any object moving along a circle and it is directed towards the center of the circle, and it is directed towards the center of the circle. This is called the centripetal force. It is a very easy definition of centripetal force, which is simply arises for half or 1 marks. So keep it in your mind. Centripetal means center seeking. Seeking, that is, the object tries to go towards the center of the circle because of this force. You know that the moon, which is a natural satellite of the earth, goes round it in a definite orbit. मून ये जो है नेचुरल सैटेलाइट है जो कि अर्थ के अराउंड में घूमते रहता है. ये a definite orbit. Next, do you think some force is acting constantly on the moon, and what must be the direction of this force? How would its motion have been if no such force acted on it? So yes, there is a gravitational force of earth which attract towards the moon, and this gravity force gravitational force is centripetal force for the moon. Next, do the planets in the solar system revolve around the sun in a similar fashion? Is similar force acting on them, and what must be the direction? So yes, there is also centripetal force between the sun and all other planets. From the above activity, example and questions, it is clear that for the moon to go around the earth, there must be a force which is exerted on the moon, and this force must be exerted by the earth, which attracts the moon towards itself. Similarly, the sun must be attracting the planets, including the earth, towards itself. Later this, we have to go towards the Kepler's law. Now we should know about the Kepler's law. What is the Kepler's law? Kepler is a scientist who gave us the theory for planetary motion and 3 laws for the planetary motion. Now, planetary motion had been observed by astronomers since ancient times. Before Galileo, all observations of the planets' positions were made with naked eyes. गैलीलियो ने टेलीस्कोप की खोज की थी, लेकिन टेलीस्कोप को बनाने से पहले ऐसा कोई जरिया नहीं था जिससे प्लैनेट्स की तरफ देखा जा सके, इसलिए साइंटिस्ट अपनी खुली आंखों से ही देखते थे. बट 16th सेंचुरी तक हमारे पास प्लैनेट्स की पोजीशन और मोशन के बारे में बहुत सारा डेटा अवेलेबल हो गया था. केपलर ने प्लैनेट्स के सन के अराउंड घूमने के ऊपर स्टडी की और 3 लॉज को फॉलो करते हुए प्लैनेट्स जो है सन के अराउंड घूमते हैं एंड प्लैनेट्स एंड दिस आर नोन एज केपलर्स लॉ विच आर गिवन बिलो. बिफोर वी स्टडी ब्रीफली अबाउट द केपलर्स लॉ, वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस इलिप्स. व्हाट इज एन इलिप्स? नाउ, an ellipse is the curve obtained when a cone is cut by an inclined plane. It has 2 focal points. The sum of the distances to the focal points from every point on the curve is constant. एक कोन है, जब इस कोन को हम एग्जैक्टली हॉरिजॉन्टल कट करते हैं तब एक सर्कल मिलेगा. बट इफ वी कट दिस कोन इन इंक्लाइंड शेप, दैट मीन्स थोड़ा सा कोन को जब हम टेढ़ा काटते हैं, टेढ़े एंगल से कट करेंगे, सो इट गिव अस एन इलिप्स एंड इट इज कॉल्ड एन इलिप्स. Ellipse, it has 2 focal points, that is F1 and F2, and there is one center point. एक सेंटर पॉइंट होता है, 2 फोकल पॉइंट्स होते हैं F1 and F2. The sum of the distances to the 2 focal points from every point on the curve is constant. 2 फोकस पॉइंट से कोई भी अगर पॉइंट ले लो तो इलिप्स का तो उसके दोनों फोकस पॉइंट से जो डिस्टेंस होता है उसका समेशन, दैट मीन्स एडिशन, हमेशा सेम आता है. दैट मीन्स अगर ये देखेंगे AF1 प्लस AF2 इज ऑलवेज इक्वल टू BF1 plus BF2, and now third point is C, which is exactly equal to CF1 plus CF2. It is called an ellipse.